Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
So you guys will remember a couple of months ago that Dillian Whyte was linked with a move to ESPN Top Rank and of course with Al Heyman and the PBC. And nothing really came of it and we didn't really know why. But in the description box is an article where Dillian Whyte talks about it, and obviously go give it a read once you finish listening to this video. But of course, I'll give you the main bullet points of it here. So Dillian Whyte spoke about the ESPN offer. He spoke about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and of course, the whole WBC situation. And this is what Dillian Whyte had to say. It seems like everyone around Fury and Deontay Wilder are doing everything possible to avoid fighting me. When ESPN wanted me to sign with them, their promoter Top Rank couldn't even promise to deliver a fight with Fury within 2 years, which says it all really. The system in boxing is broken. I've won 9 WBC sanctioned title fights, including 6 over WBC top 15 ranked opponents, beating 2 former world champions in the process, and I've been the WBC's #1 ranked fighter for 600 days. How can you not fight for a world title when you're doing that? The system does not work. I have no idea what I've got to do, but I'm just going to have to stay active and see what happens. The situation has dragged on long enough now, and I keep fighting tough fighters, highly ranked fighters, fighters supposedly better than me. Yet, taking these tough training camps and I keep winning, but yet I don't get a world title shot. I've been patient, I've been loyal, I've done everything that these governing bodies can ask of me. I don't know what they want me to do, to be honest. As far as the WBC mandatory situation is happening, I don't know what's going on with it. I've been in camp and training very, very hard and leaving that up to Eddie Hearn. I know he says that the talks are ongoing, but I'll just have to stay focused on the Rivas fight because this is serious business. Dillian Whyte statement. So, first of all, how he ended that is absolutely correct. No matter what's going on with the WBC, no matter what's happening with Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, the mandatory situation, all that must take secondary place in his mind right now because he needs to stay focused on Oscar Rivas. That is a very, very serious fight. Potential banana skin. Listen, I don't think so. I think Dillian Whyte, he takes every single fight serious. He won't overlook Oscar Rivas at all. And all this distraction, not really necessary for him, but he's one of these kind of guys that he will look at what's next, as in Oscar Rivas is next. That's what he's training for. Everything else, Eddie Hearn deals with. Just let me know when it's all sorted out. But as far as the ESPN deal goes, listen, what kind of offer was he made? No idea. But what he wanted was, give me Tyson Fury. Because when you look at the ESPN heavyweight roster, not a great deal of talent there, really. I mean, Oscar Rivas, of course, is one of them. Of course, he's fighting him next. Bryant Jennings, again, not really. And Tyson Fury. That's pretty much it. Of course, there are a couple of other ones as well. Joseph Parker was part of them, but not anymore. Because obviously now he's with Eddie Hearn Matchroom Boxing. So when you look at it, what is it that Dillian Whyte's going to do with ESPN? Who is it that I'm going to fight? Yes, he can fight people outside of them, of course, but it's much easier to make in-house fights, as all promotional companies do. So his natural question to them is, I want Tyson Fury. Let's make that fight. But Top Rank, Bob Arum, couldn't guarantee him a fight with Tyson Fury within the next 2 years. Which is a little bit worrying because you think that if you've got Tyson Fury on your books and there's a potential to get Dillian Whyte, it's an automatic fight to make. It's a huge, huge fight. You put it on here in the UK, that's a stadium fight in itself, isn't it? So why would you not want to do that? So I don't quite know why Bob Arum and Top Rank would not want to guarantee him a fight with Tyson Fury. Unless, of course, Tyson Fury decides. Maybe it's a case of, well, if Tyson Fury wants to fight, of course, you can have to fight, but listen, we don't know. Obviously, we don't know what the deal is. We don't know what the full offer was. How long was the contract? No idea. Now, as far as Dillian Whyte, I'm talking about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, avoiding him. Yeah, of course. I mean, Tyson Fury, listen, I'm a big fan of Tyson Fury also. But Tyson Fury said, yeah, okay, I'll take the fight, and then I won't take the fight. And yeah, okay, I will take the fight if you put the WBC title on the line, as in the diamond belt. The WBC say, okay, fine, we'll do that. Then he goes, nah, actually, I'm not going to do it. So, listen, don't know how you look at it. Tyson Fury's not interested in fighting Dillian Whyte. Why would you not be? Why would you rather fight Tom Schwartz rather than fight Dillian Whyte? It doesn't make too much sense. But there again, depending on what his contract is. I mean, why would you fight Dillian Whyte for the same money when you could be fighting Tom Schwartz? So Tyson Fury get 100 million over 5 fights. I mean, is that divided 20 million per fight? I don't know how it quite works out. But if he's getting 20 million per fight, why fight Dillian Whyte for 20 million when he can fight Thomas Schwartz for 20 million? It's smart business, isn't it? Deontay Wilder, listen, he's already said that he wants to freeze out Dillian Whyte. He's got no intention of fighting him. He even turned down $8 million at one point for taking on Dillian Whyte. And he sent Dillian Whyte a personal DM message saying, how I'm going to freeze you out for 2 years. All this kind of stuff, everything he can do to avoid Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is not somebody that these guys want to fight. Dillian Whyte has been going for the WBC for such a long time, but so many fighters keep stepping ahead of him, which is ridiculous. As you said there, 600 days as WBC #1. That's too long, man, and not get a world title fight. People can talk about how he could have fought maybe Anthony Joshua. Okay, sure. Or he could have fought Kubrat Pulev to become the mandatory, or he could have fought maybe a WBO eliminator. Okay, sure, but he didn't need to do the eliminators to become a mandatory for Joshua because Joshua fight was always going to be there. But he turned down the Joshua fight because he knew he was supposed to be fighting Dominic Breazeale. Dominic Breazeale was a WBC mandatory. He defeats Dominic Breazeale, he's fighting Wilder next. Get hold of Wilder, bash him up, get that WBC green belt, and then go fight Joshua for undisputed. That was the plan. Of course, it's now all falling apart because the WBC allowed Dominic Breazeale to pull out of his fight with Dillian Whyte and go fight Wilder, and of course Joshua was now lost as well. So yes, everything did kind of fall apart, or at least for the moment anyway. But again, people may say, but you know, he should have just took the fight with Joshua anyway. Listen, it's a fair argument, but he believes in himself and he wants to fight Joshua for undisputed. So we can't really knock the heart of it. You really can't. People say, but he should have fought Luis Ortiz. Again, Luis Ortiz was for a secondary mandatory, not for the mandatory position. It just wasn't. So why would he do that? In addition to that, when that fight was ordered, Luis Ortiz had literally just lost to Wilder. So why was Luis Ortiz getting another crack? It makes no sense whatsoever. And of course, he took a much tougher fight in Joseph Parker. So again, I mean, people want to talk about Luis Ortiz. Listen, Dillian Whyte did offer Luis Ortiz a fight on a couple of occasions. But Luis Ortiz said the last time out, cool, come fight me on the Wilder Fury undercard. Dillian Whyte's like, well, why would I fight you on an undercard when we've got a headliner right here, pay-per-view, we're going to be earning 10 times the amount of money, let's do that. Luis Ortiz, he didn't want to do it, he wanted to fight on the Wilder Fury undercard. So again, there's plenty of situations around it, that's for sure, but Dillian Whyte, he wants a WBC title shot. Hopefully he gets it. As I said, for 600 days now, it's getting to a point where it's just getting borderline ridiculous. And if you guys go check out my previous video from earlier on this morning, Eddie Hearn believes that Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz will not happen next. In fact, it will be Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury next. And then the winner will fight Dillian Whyte if Dillian Whyte gets through Oscar Rivas. So again, it's all speculation, I suppose. But anyway, that's what's going on. Article in the description box, as always. Go give it a read. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up. And of course, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.